After the break, we'll be joined with the author of the book, 13 Reasons Why, and the cast of the new movie. Welcome back. We are now joined with the author of the book, 13 Reasons Why, Jay Asher. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi. I'm a big fan.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of your book as well. So I would like to know, where did you get the inspiration for this book? It's a great book, by the way.
Really, I was inspired by a few of my friends and high school experience, to be honest.
Sounds very good.
Yeah.
How did you come up with Hannah's 13 Reasons? Because I found they were so shocking when I read the book.
Well, basically, a few of my colleagues and friends and I got together and we discussed personal experiences and brainstormed some of the reasons and then collectively decided on all 13 reasons.
Well, I think that's a great idea to come up with a book idea. It's kind of clever, get everyone's personal experiences rather than just your own.
Yeah, and it's really good to have a female's point of view, and you really know like in what ways certain things can affect the women, and it really helped.
Was it really hard writing a book about suicide? Because as I was reading it, there was moments that were very psychological, deep, profound. Did you ever get too caught up in the book saying, no, I can't write this is too much for me? Because the topic of suicide is something very, touchy, like not that many people like to go and venture into.
I'd say I never got really too caught up in it, but there were some moments that made me emotional. And one of the reasons why is because everybody's human, everyone has their ups and downs, but depression isn't something that you could get out of that way, because it's like a rainy day, but every day, and the good days are they're still gray. There's never that sunny day where things get better. So in that sense, I want to bring awareness to the situations, and I think suicide happens too often.
It does.
So
Quite tragic. Well, I hope this book, it is a phenomenal book, and it's doing so well. It's a New York Times bestseller. You can get it at your local bookstores, Chapters, Indigo. Called 13 Reasons Why, Jay Asher. Thank you. This is all the time we have. Stay tuned because later on we'll be bringing out the cast of... Hi, welcome back. Now we are joined with two of the members of the cast of 13 Reasons Why. Welcome, girls. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
It's nice to be here.
No problem. Thank you for letting us on your set. It's a beautiful set, by the way.
Thank you.
So this is Emily, who plays Hannah Baker, and this is Kayla, who plays Courtney in the movie. So for those who are unfamiliar with the book or maybe thinking of seeing the movie, can you please explain your characters in depth for those at home?
Well, I'm Hannah, so Hannah is the main character of the book and film. Hannah creates these 7 tapes back to back and sends them to 13 people. On these tapes, she she talks about all the reasons why she killed herself, and she sends them to these people to show them what they did. Throughout the film and the movie, you figure out all the untold secrets and stories of what really happened behind Hannah Baker's life.
I play Courtney from 13 Reasons Why, and she is more of a popular, flawless, outgoing character, but she is not the main character, she is a secondary character. And she bullies Hannah, she friends her, they become friends, but she uses her as her charity case.
Well,
And she becomes one of the reasons why Hannah kills herself.
so can you explain to us 13 Reasons Why in a nutshell?
13 Reasons Why is about a young girl named Hannah Baker who had committed suicide. But before she had killed herself, she had recorded the 13 reasons why she had killed herself on 7 different tapes and sent them away to the 13 people who had affected her life. And then one of the people who had received the tapes was Clay Jensen. Throughout the book, you see his point of view of Hannah's story, and he was greatly affected by her story for various reasons.
So Emily, can you explain to me what it was like playing someone who was committing suicide, who was thinking of suicide, who actually committed suicide? Do you have any points of view or thoughts on the topic of suicide?
Of course, I find that suicide is very important. No one should take it like it's nothing at all. It's very serious, you know? And it's someone's life that's going to be gone, and you have to kind of look at it in a way that you have to reach out to people. You have to try to help them. And although people, if you're like contemplating suicide and you're at that point and you're at your last straw, you have to be open to people, because if you're not open with people, nobody's going to help you. And I know you may be shy with your friends or your family, but that's what they're there for. So it's important that you talk to them, you tell them what's going on in your life so that they can help you.
So, Caleb, what was it like kind of playing the mean girl, popular, well, you know, known at the school? Was it kind of hard to get into a character that's someone that you're knowing I'm pushing someone's life to death, or was it something that you had to prepare yourself, or was it just like you just took the role and been like, okay, it's just a role, you didn't think too much about it?
Well, it was kind of a weird situation because the cast of 13 Reasons Why had become so close over the time we were filming. And to play a mean character to like one of my close friends, I felt bad. But at the same time, we had to put ourselves in our character. Like, we had to become our character. So it wasn't as hard, but it was still like awkward and weird situation because, well, I don't want to put pressure on anybody.
Well, that's very a great answer, because I don't know if I was in your situation, if, you know, it would be easy. I'm not an actress, but to play someone who is, you know that she's kind of being a reason to go at Hannah, and
well, the character as well didn't know what was going on with Hannah. She just thought she was somebody, just a charity case to become more popular.
So my final question for both of you would be, what would you do if you received a set of tapes? Like if you were in Clay's position, or if someone sent you a box of tapes, how would you take it? Would you be apprehensive and be like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Would you feel very guilty? How would you feel in that situation?
I think depending on the situation, like what we had did, I'd feel really guilty. And I'd want to tell somebody, but at the same time, I'd feel super bad. If I told somebody because I'm like sharing it to the world when I shouldn't, but I wouldn't be able to keep it to myself.
So, Emily, what would you do if you were, well, you do play Hannah, would you, if you were, Lord forbid, thinking of suicide, would you actually make a tape and send them to people? Would you do that? Is that something that was a smart idea, or should Hannah actually talk to them, or?
Well, obviously not, because doing these tapes, you're kind of making them feel guilty, and bullying is also a very serious topic. And I don't find, if someone's bothering you, you have to go up and tell them so that they could change their behavior towards each other, and you could stop what's going on between you guys. It's important that you speak out for yourself.
That is very, very well said, the both of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me on the set once again. And now we'll be rolling the tape of the trailer of 13 Reasons Why. Thank you and have a good night.
Hello, boys and girls. Hannah Baker here, live and in stereo. No return engagements, no encore. And this time, absolutely no requests.
Justin!
I hope you're ready, because I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why it ended. And if you're listening to these tapes, you're one of the reasons why. I'm trying to understand the excitement of staring through someone's bedroom window. Watching someone who doesn't know they're being watched. Trying to catch them in the act of... What were you trying to catch me in the act of, Tyler? And were you disappointed or pleasantly surprised? Okay, a show of hands, please. Who knows where I am? Who knows where I'm standing right now? If you sat outside Tyler's window, you're right.
Oh, 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 oh.
Does he tell you he loves you when you least expect it?